From addiction and substance abuse to homelessness and food insecurity, the 17th Circuit would now be available to help people overcome adversity. Tuesday, February 20th, 2024 would mark the opening of the extension of Community Court at its Hollywood location.
This has been a dream of mine since 2019 when I took the bench here in Hollywood. My division in Hollywood is very unique. I have a criminal division that is made up nearly 100% of homeless defendants. And when I took the bench, I came from the civil side of the law, and what I was seeing on a daily basis every day that I would take the bench and preside over these cases were the same individuals coming to see me every week with new cases who would oftentimes accept a plea offer and pledge to pay court costs that they knew they couldn't afford because they felt that they had no other options than to go to jail. And I almost immediately began asking, just as I heard Mayor Levy say, what can we do better? There has to be something better we can do than spin our wheels. And while I was asking these questions, these two wonderful people up here, Judge Tudor and Judge Barner, were launching Fort Lauderdale Community Court. And at the same time, these defendants that were coming in front of me every week, I was getting to know them better and better and getting to know their stories. And it's an amazing thing when you go from having the idea of a homeless person simply being somebody that you see on a street corner, maybe asking for change, to being a person who is standing in front of you and really sharing their story with you.
Several attendees shared their thoughts on the accomplishments of Community Court and its impact on Broward County residents.
Well, what I know in my experience as Broward County State Attorney dealing with Community Court is oftentimes we have the tough position as members of the judiciary, members of prosecution and criminal justice realm of distinguishing between actual criminal acts and actual crimes that affect the quality of life. And so oftentimes many of the offenses that will be in community court, it will affect those issues or address those issues dealing with crimes that affect the quality of life of Broward County citizens. And these are the crimes or the offenses that we normally don't want to be overly punitive to these individuals, but offer resources and opportunities. Many of the people that commit these quality of life offenses oftentimes are dealing with mental health issues, drug addiction issues, you name it, alcoholism, or lack of economic opportunity. And so we want to provide an opportunity to get them access to the resources that can address these issues, and hopefully we never see them again in this setting, but obviously in a setting where they're more productive citizens of our society. So community court is a great thing, and I'm happy that we're one of only counties in the state of Florida, or circuits in the state of Florida, that offers not only one but 3 community courts. And that's amazing, and that's a testament to the collaborative nature of our judicial circuit, but also our judiciary, our great chief judge, and the many of the judges that we have in the criminal justice system, our public defender, and the local governments, and my office, the state attorney's office.
What I know of the community court is that we help others that are in trouble, that need the help, that cannot get the help. They don't have the money, they don't have the resources, they don't know which direction they need to go. So when they get these citations or they're pulled over by the officers or whatever, they're in the uproar, like, what do I do? Where do I go? So by the community court being enforced the way it is, we are here to help them. And we want them to know that we as the community, along with them, are going to do what we need to do.
As the community court continues to expand and reach more of the local population, Judge Florence Taylor Barner, who is known for her dedication and passion for the program, remains hopeful that its existence will continue to leave an impact and change the lives of those who participate in it.
I literally can't stop smiling. I am a happy girl today. I hope that we can continue these courts indefinitely, as the Chief Judge stated, that when my tenure is done on the bench, that these courts are still going, because it's a service that's needed by our community, and there's no reason why we can't keep them going. So that's my hope. I want to thank everybody in the 17th Circuit. I want to thank everybody in the city of Hollywood, all of our service providers, because our providers are amazing. And I do refer to them as rock stars because they are. And they work in all 3 of our courts, and we cannot do our job without them. So thank you to our providers, most importantly. Thank you.
Community Court for the City of Hollywood will be held every other week on Tuesdays from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Broward Outreach Center, located at 2056 Scott Street, Hollywood, Florida 33020. Intake begins at 12:30 p.m. For more information, visit our website at www.17th.flcourts.org/community-court/.
When we all leave this planet and we meet our maker, whoever that is, I don't think he or she's going to ask us what kind of car we drove or how much money we had in a retirement account or all those things that seem really important on a day-to-day basis for our own survival. I think he's probably going to ask us, what did we do for our fellow man? How did you help someone else along the way? And so this is our ideal here in the 17th, to try to help our fellow man, people who are suffering, to get them back on the right track. And so I thank all of you all for this enormous effort to get this off the ground. Thank you.